What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. They say the early bird catches the worm. I've been here since 6:10 this morning. Had a little bit of maneuvering to do. We got the next week's Burnham Steam Max 100 up on top of our pallet rack. Thanks to the Diack Industries model MP001. It's a beautiful, beautiful little forklift. And you know what? I needed a forklift, number one, for team safety, and number two, to maximize more space of my almost 2,000 square foot facility here in Woodmere, New York. I wasn't paying $47,000 to an Italian company through their distributor on Long Island for, quote, what they were telling me was the world's smallest forklift. Nope, I was not having it. Definitely was not. Reached out to a buddy of mine who runs a factory in China. And let me tell you something. Together, we are going to make material handling equipment affordable again. $47,000. Are you out of your mind, Mariotti? What is wrong with you? But then it got me thinking. I didn't see the value in it, right? Listen, we're all salespersons. Whether you're a man or a woman, you're still a salesman. You go out into the people's locations, whether it's their home, their office, their place of work, and we perform a task that has been given to us to rectify, right? Whether we're putting in a boiler, tankless water heater, or just fixing a leak under the kitchen sink. But it got me thinking, right? $47,000 for the world's smallest forklift? Bullshit! Ladies and gentlemen, I am importing that particular model. We also have one that goes 9.5 feet, which I don't recommend, but we could, because then you really should have the cage over the rider, right? You really should, but the purpose of this forklift is I want to be able to go up, put something up into the back of a truck, whether it's the pickup truck, whether it's one of the Sprinter cargo vans, with minimizing risk of injury. And I accomplished the mission that was tasked with. Anyway, it got me thinking about pricing and going into the videos that I posted last week about, rebuttals to rejections when you're in a customer's location, presenting them with a proposal or an estimate to replace something. And I don't really get pricing complaints. I really don't. If you show value and you show your worth, pricing complaints are a thing of the past. If you command respect and authority in the trade that you're in, whether you're selling mattresses at Sleepy's, whether you're selling forklifts for Toyota, or you're selling HVAC systems for me, right? So, I wanted to touch on this quick little rebuttal this morning before we get the day started. By the way, it's Monday, October 21st, and the time is wrong. It's not 3:32, but I want to give a special shout out to one of the YouTube subscribers. You know who you are. Thank you for sending me the Florida Pipe Doctor license plate. You previously sent me the New York one. Now we got Florida. And thank you. Thank you so much. So, a common objection that some get in the field is about price. And picture yourself being at customer's dining room table, kitchen table, wherever you are, sitting down with them, and you spent about, let's say, 2+ hours going over all the components of the existing system, what you propose to put in, and you ask the question, when would you like to schedule this installation? And Steve, sitting with his dog on the other end of the dining room table, wearing a mask, says, well, why is your proposal more than your competitors? Huh, Mike? You know what? I'm actually going to sit down for this one. I almost cracked myself up. Well, Steve, you know, I've been here for about 2.5 hours, and we've gone over the entire project. There are over 1,000 different components of this installation. And we can cut out anything that's not needed. However, I'm sure you can agree that everything we discussed, from the ultraviolet light to the media filtration cabinet to a 95% efficient furnace versus an 80% efficient furnace, all right? However, all the things we discussed today, you feel are necessary. Ain't that correct, Steve?
You know, Mike, yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right, so you mentioned that the last guys that were here, right, the ones that are cheaper than me, didn't mention most of what we talked about, right? So there's a little secret in the industry. If they don't talk about it, they're not going to do it, all right? Do you know what we're cutting out to get to that lower price? Do you know what we have to cut out to get to that lower price? We may have to cut out that media cabinet that your wife wanted. You may have to lose the ultraviolet IAQ product, all right? But there's a reason why my proposal is detailed. Not just supply new furnace for $12,000. No, there's a reason why I'm listing model numbers and I'm listing exactly what we're doing. Insulated transitions, aero sealed between components, right? You want to get to a lower price, Steve, we're going to have to take something out, okay? Now, you did mention that you were a first responder, and I already applied that 10% discount, which really eats into, and I'm going to keep it real, the true profit that we make, because there really isn't much markup here. You know what I mean? So you already have the bottom line price. There's no discounts that I can give you. The only way I can lower this price, Steve, is by taking something out. But you and I and your wife and the dog agree that this is the best system for your home. So let me ask you this question, guys. You want to do this Tuesday or Thursday next week? Not too shabby, right? Obviously, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the camera. You got to be in the swing of things. You got to get into the mode, you know? You got to just find your comfort zone and just talk to them like you were talking to a friend, okay? Keep it real. Put everything on the table. And remember this, ladies and gentlemen. Once you ask a question, wait for an answer. Thanks for watching, guys. Be well. God bless. Stay safe. And by the way, check out Diack Industries YouTube channel. And coming within next week, our brand new website for Diack Industries, forkliftsquad.com. And check this out. I'm still contemplating changing the company name. Let me get your thoughts and feedback. Mikey Lifts. That's right. You heard it right here first. And I already bought the domain, so don't even try it.